Hey there, welcome back to my channel. This is Vinay before you. Welcome to my all buddies and peers. Welcome back to my channel once again. Wholeheartedly welcome to all of you. And in this video, we are about to know the English figures of speech. These figures of speech are are playing very important role and vital role in the English language and in the English literature as well. So these figures of speech are very important and precious to learn because these are the figures of speech. There are more or less nearby 100 figures of speech are there, but I have sorted only 6 among them. These are also the figures of speeches. Here I have only took 6 figures of speeches among all those hundreds. So here we are about to know the 6 figures of speeches along with their proper instances. I think I think only one example is also adequate for one figure of speech, because here is the lack of space. So I can't write here more than one example of one single figure of speech. So here we will be learning about the figures of speeches. Here are figures of speeches in English. I have given the title for this was what this video clip. And here simile, metaphor, personification, metonymy, and apostrophe, hyperbole. These all are the 6 figures of speeches of English, and these are the figures of speeches which add the beauty of, or which enhances or enrich the beauty of the English language. Hence we have to use these all figures of speeches in our day-to-day life. And means in every poetry and in every quotes, as you can see there, they all are means included with the figures of speeches. They have all written, all the authors and all the playwrights, they all written the poetry by with the usages of figures of speeches. Hence they all are very rhythmatic. So these are playing very important role. So now I have to jump into the exact, or I have to take the plunge into the describing or explanation of the figures of speech. First one is simile. Simile is nothing but simile is also a figures of speech in English language, and this is very famous and very well known, this is playing very vital role as eminent in English language. So this is also one among them which are very important figures of speeches. All are important, but some among them are very precious and well known. So this is also one among them. This is the simile, and simile is also a figure of speech which used to compare alike two things, means two similar things, this which used to connect, or with the example you will be understanding thoroughly. But I have to describe about the simile furthermore. So simile which uses as and like, these are the connectors which uses the simile and make the two things which shows the two similar things alike. Which are those? I will show you here. Here are Shivaji Maharaj was like a lion. Okay, you can add here as well, but here this is the perfect one. Like is a perfect one. Here I have added only like. So once again I will repeat that sentence, that is Shivaji Maharaj was like a lion. And here second one is, means this is a simile. Okay, here I have added like. Okay, this is the connector which I have already told you. So this is the simile. And metaphor is also a figures of speech, but this is also a little bit similar to the simile figures of speech. How? With the example, I will give you an example here. Okay, Shivaji Maharaj was a lion, because here we have directly connected the Shivaji Maharaj to a lion. Means we have given an incarnation of lion to Shivaji Maharaj. How? Because here we used to compare Shivaji Maharaj to lion in the simile by using or with the use of connector like. But here in the second example or second instance, as you can see here, Shivaji Maharaj was a lion. Okay, means we directly connected to lion to the Shivaji Maharaj. Why? Because Shivaji Maharaj was very brave and clever king at that time in Maharashtra and Maratha. Okay, so hence we have given the title to him like that. Means we have added an adjective to that. So that is the metaphor. Means direct comparison. That's we call the metaphor. And if we use as or like connectors in the figures of speech, then that will be the simile. And here the third one is personification. Personification is nothing but personification is also a figure of speech. This is the third one. Means person. What is meant by personification? At the very first, we have to understand that one. Personification is nothing but which used to give the which used to give the human sense, okay, human sense to the non-human things. That's we call personification. How these examples or instances will make things clear to you people. This is my okay, I will read the example here. Third one, my saplings are begging for water. Okay, my saplings are begging for water means actually those saplings will not beg, are not begging, but we are explaining. Means the speaker or an author, he is explaining like that. Okay, he is giving human sense or human feelings, human behavior to the non-human things. Okay, that's we call the personification. I will give you orally another example of personification, that twinkle twinkle little star. This is also an example of personification. Means twinkle twinkle little star, and that is also an example. But I will tell you in the next phase what about the personification. But exact example of my saplings are begging for water, or you can use another one example of personification, like I will give you another one that is not the suitable, I think. Twinkle twinkle little star. And the second example I will give you, that is the clouds are playing hide and seek with the sun, like that. Okay, so that will describe the weather. So that is the personification, and that is the example of personification. The fourth one is metonymy. Metonymy, we will understand that metonymy with the instance. Okay, first we will learn the example of metonymy, then we will describe the definition, or I will explain the definition of metonymy. First one, we will discuss the instance of metonymy, that is from cradle to the grave. What is meant by from cradle to the grave? Is nothing but which replaces the words. Okay, metonymy is nothing but using the related words in place of the exact or literal words. How? From childhood to the death. Okay, from childhood to death, or from birth to death. To that we replaces that whole sentence and we added here from cradle to the grave. Okay, why these figures of speeches are using? These figures of speeches we are using to catch the attractions or attention of readers or the listeners. Okay, so we are using these figures of speeches in our day-to-day life, or in the English language. Okay, that is the means figures of speeches we are using to add the extra beauty to the English language, or we are adding just these figures of speeches will add the pickle to the English language. Okay, like that. So that's we call the figures of speech, and those are the attributes of figures of speeches. Okay, that's the contribution. And now fifth one figures of speech. The name of fifth figures of speech is apostrophe. Okay, that will also we will learn with the instance. That is, boy's mother loved him very much. Means here what this figures of speech, why we, in which instance we have to, or in which circumstance we have to use this apostrophe figures of speech. Apostrophe is nothing but, you should not have to be confused. Okay, you should not have to be confused in the usage of apostrophe. Apostrophe will also come in the English grammar as well. Okay, that is also a grammar rule, apostrophe, like that. Okay, so like that, one single inverted comma. But this is apostrophe here in figures of speech, that is a different one, and that grammar apostrophe is different one. Okay, here apostrophe or apostrophe you can call to that one. Both are suitable. and both pronunciation are right. Boy's mother loved him very much. Means when we have to use apostrophe figures of speech exactly in which circumstance, that is we have to use apostrophe when the third person will be absent. Okay, when third person will be absent, or when third person may be no more. Okay, at that time we have to use apostrophe. Okay, that which shows here boy's mother loved him very much, means this example which conveying the message of he means when the boy's mother was sorry, boy's mother was alive at that time, she was loving to him. That author explained in a very sweet manner that boy's mother loved him very much when she was alive with him. Now she is no more. Hence, apostrophe here we use, okay, in this instance. And the last one is hyperbole. Hyperbole is nothing but when we have to use hyperbole when we give the exaggeration to the sentence, or when we add extravagant, okay, means showing the emphasis on, or showing, means in Kannada we call that as atishokti, okay, means we add there and we stress on that hyperbole, okay, on that word, that's we call hyperbole. How these examples are witnessed for you, these will help you to understand hyperbole in a very smart manner. Okay, that example is she cried a river. Okay, exactly that is not happening, but those will evoke laughter, but those are real, means those will show, as I already told you, exaggeration. Okay, so here the second example of hyperbole is I am freezing. Okay, I am freezing means I am getting more cold. Okay, hence that is that we express it in a way like I am freezing. Okay, she cried a river. Okay, means she is crying a lot. Hence we said in hyperbole, we use hyperbole like she cried a river. Okay, that is the exaggeration. So I think you understood everything about the simile, metaphor, personification, metonymy, apostrophe and hyperbole. Okay, in the next upcoming video we will be discussing furthermore figures of speeches, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we will be discussing about again more 6 figures of speeches. Okay, 6 individuals there. Thank you so much.